Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Ethereum against its USDT pair. So we've come down quite nicely into the zone that we had mapped out yesterday. If you want to see that, jump onto the video that you can find on the channel and you'll see that we have this nice little mapped up zone here. So now what's important is what happens from this point. This is what we're going to be investigating shortly, but first I'd like to say thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know there's about half of the viewers out there that haven't subscribed already. Giving us a subscribe really helps us out and we really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the price action. So basically, what we've been looking at here is we were looking at the possibility of this being an A, B, and a C into this wave, into these low points here. So if we drop the fib tool on here, if we have a look, let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. So we've just missed out on this 1-to-1 ratio here, and it is possible that this is now a completed A, B, and a C to the downside. So what we'd be looking at here is the potential that this is a completed A, B, and a C down into this point here. So there is possibility we could have some extension within this, and basically until we break back above this 1284 area and this 1296 area, we can't rule out the potential for extension to the downside still. And what I mean by that is basically first area to watch would be this. So the first area I'd be wanting to watch is this 382 zone, which is this 1256. It's possible that we could have a additional move to the downside within this in a fifth wave, but it's not looking very likely. This just looks like a actually just looks like a zigzag currently. So we just need to watch this zone, and then ultimately this zone of 1262 to 1275. And basically what we would be on the lookout here for is that we could face rejection within this zone and then look to continue to the downside. Though, like I said, it's not necessary, but it's just something that I'll be looking out for within this move. It's possible that we could look to form a B, and a C to the upside here, and basically find rejection at this point and then push down again for another 5-wave move. So what we'd be looking out for there is the potential that there could still be a bigger 5-wave move in the making here. Like I said, it's not necessary, but it's possible that it can happen. So it's just a thing to look out for. Should we manage to hold this low point here at 1240 and 3 cents, basically what we would be looking at from here is to start to see some impulsive movement. So if I just zoom out here onto the 4-hourly quick, so we're still looking at the same potentials that we could see an additional 5-wave move to the upside here. This is quite an interesting zone. Basically, within this area here, we could be looking to form this as a 1 down and a 2 into this zone, and then we'd be looking for confirmation of the third and the fourth and the fifth wave to the upside here. So confirmation, or the ideal area that this third wave should travel, is basically this 1370 area, based off of the current structure, which would then make us look to target out. I think I've got this box on here from last night, but let's just double check it. No, that's not correct. Based off of the current move, so let's get rid of that. Basically, what we'd be looking for is, yes, that's correct. Okay, sorry, I was just checking. I deleted one of the fibs there and I wasn't sure which one I deleted. So move up into this 1407 to 1385 area, if this is going to be a 5-wave move developing like this. And then we can see there that should this move develop, basically what we would be looking at here is that this would be within a third wave here of this teal move. We can see here just off of these projections that we've done that currently we wouldn't be looking to hit this impulsive trigger of this 1493, but rather, if that is the case and we don't manage to move up that far, what we could have is just simply all of this as a B wave, and then we're looking for a C wave to the upside. So if I measure this off from down here, well, Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Up into this high point, down into this low point. So a 1-to-1 of this, if it was only going to become a ABC rather than a 5-wave move, is basically this 1483 area. If that is the case, what we could be looking at is, rather than developing this this bigger 5-wave move to the upside here, what we would be looking at is rather just coming up here in this smaller 5-wave move, completing a correction, and then looking to break down from that point. So those are the things that we're currently looking at. Should we get an extension within the waves though, we could look to potentially make these bigger structures, though currently there isn't anything indicating it. So we'd have to see how we react off this point, because like I said, until we cross back above this 12,000, sorry, 1,284 area and this 1,296 area, basically we can't rule out the fact that we could still see this low break, and breaking this low at 1218 would invalidate this green 5-wave move that we have plotted up here to this high point here, and we'd have to look at an addition at some of the other options that we have. So if I just quickly switch this over here and we have a look at, oh sorry, if I jump over here and we turn on the triangle option. Let's actually turn off that bullish breakout. There we go. So it is still possible that we could be forming a triangle within this move, though, like I said previously, what we would be looking for, if I just remove this, actually, we don't need it. What we'd have to look at this as a diagonal within this wave one. So this would basically become an A wave from this high point up into a B, and then looking for the C. But because we have this as a 5-wave move, it's not very likely that this is playing out, because unless we take this low, we have to assume we're going to get at least another 5-wave move off of this. And what that would be is, even if it was just a zigzag to the upside, which would take us to this zone of, if I just drop this on here, so a zigzag to the upside would take us to this 1319 area, and basically that could be a completed ABC within this move here if this plays out. So once again, until we start to get the correct structure to the upside here, there's no guarantee we're going to move up to this 1370 area. So it could actually be that all we just have is a bigger corrective move here, and what that would be looking at is potentially this whole move as just an a B, and then a C, and this would effectively become a expanding flat. So basically, instead of this, so this would form a zigzag to the upside, and if that's the case, and it does look to form an expanding flat in this location, what we'd be looking at is targeting between this 100% and this 138, sorry, this 1.382 area, which is 1,346. So it is possible we could see a move up into this zone if this is going to develop as a flat. So basically we would be looking at, if we have a look at this as an A, a B, and a C, we can see that that 1-to-1 brings us up here. So it is possible that if we do fail to form bigger impulsive structure to the upside, that what we can have is a expanding flat here, where what we would be looking for is, upon completion of this B wave, we would be then looking for a 5-wave move to the downside. Though this doesn't really tie into the triangle anymore, so we would have to just get rid of that option. But until we start to break these lows of 1151 and 1075, it is possible we could still see some upside potential. Though, like I said, if we fail to break above this 1296 area, we need to be aware that we could see further extension to the downside and a bigger 5-wave move here. And what this could be is that perhaps maybe we are setting up a 1-2 within this move, and we're looking for that rejection, and we will look to move down which would then give us another 5-wave move to the downside. If we do take out this low here at 12.18, my next area of support that I would be looking at is potentially here between this 11.86 and this 11.21. It would be possible that we could look to move down further into this move and basically find support in this box area here, the price targets which we've just gone over. If we fail to take these lows, then we have to allow for the potential that we could still see some extension to the upside, though really we need to remember that the macro picture is telling us that we want to be still heading down. So unless we cross this top here at 1680, everything is still, the wave count is still indicating that we are going to see lower prices here. And if I just throw back on this, because this is what I'm currently tracking with this move, is a potential that we have a ending diagonal forming here. And what they would be looking for is this is an a B wave to the upside here, and then looking for the C wave to the downside. So if this is, technically we could be finished here already, and we could be looking for the C wave drop. Alternatively, what we could have is a potential diagonal within this move, and the 5th wave ends here, and we're looking to form a B wave to the downside. So if we zoom back in here, there is, it's not, I don't really like the structure on it that much, to be honest with you, but we can argue that potentially we have a 5-wave move into there. One, two, this would be 1, 2, 3. So up into this point, down into here, and then a 5th wave in there. So it is possible that we've got some kind of a diagonal within this move, and what that would be looking at is basically the fact that this could then look to retrace down to those down to that support zone that we had previously mapped out. Like I said, I don't really like the structure of it. You can argue that it's there, so it's just something I'm keeping an eye on. But I think it's neater as an ABC to the upside here, or separate 5-wave moves and then looking for that continuation up. Though that being said, should we be continuing up, we'd want to start to see this thing gear up a bit. Obviously it would take some time to set up the 1-2s, but basically after that we'd want to start seeing some impulsive movement off this if it was looking for the bullish potential. So like I said, should we take out this low of 12.18, basically we'd be looking to target out towards this 11.80 to or 1199, sorry, 1119 area, and then basically that could be a potential B wave. However, should we start to break down, we'd be looking more towards this 864 area, potentially lower. It depends how exactly this move breaks down, because like we talked about earlier, we can treat this as a 1-2, 1-2, and then we're looking to form a bigger 3rd wave, or we can treat it as a diagonal, and basically we've got a 1-2, looking for a zigzag again down to the downside for a 3, 4, and a 5, and then that would look to complete. So the typical 5th wave area we're looking to potentially target out between the 723 and this 522 area, though sometimes these waves can fall short and they can truncate, so we'll just have to keep an eye out how this goes. Ideally we'd want to come and break this this wave 3 low, though it can happen where we don't do that. So until we start to get confirmation about moving back above these high points, we have to just bear in mind that this could just reject from this point and we could look to move to the downside. So that's just something we need to be aware of. Okay, with all that said and done, basically that wraps up this video, and I'd just like to say once again, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, please smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, you know who you are. Leave us a comment in the comment section below. In the description, you will find a link to our Discord. Why not come have a chat with us? Once you land in the general chat area, just mention a member of staff will be happy to help you out with anything. Also, in the description, there's a referral link for BYBIT. it really is a great exchange. It's the one we use when we're doing our trading, whether that's leverage trading or just spot trading, really is a great platform to do it on. And if you haven't got an account, using that referral link just helps to support the team, and we really appreciate it. So if you haven't got one, why not use that referral link and sign up? Okay, well, with all that said and done, basically, let's get this over with. Thank you everybody for watching the video, and we will see you in the next one.